Bit of a delay. They're ready to jump into this one. Super aggressive start from Cloud9. Straight down mid with their pistols. Zero respect shown OG. But in the meanwhile, Jackie, OG are making moves with the bomb through apps.
Ooh, the pain train is being delivered. The payload straight towards the A site, but the big boom was waiting for them, Vince. And he ground pounds his way through Nexius. Regali falls as well to Hobbit, and it's not looking good for the original gangsters of OG.
They look to try and push through. Heavy God is stuck in the app side. Gonna have to back away. Does have a bit of cavalry popping up though, so all three players with a minute left on the clock can at least play together. But as you highlighted, that bomb being dropped down is so devastating to their prospects with 5 Cloud9 players alive, tons of crossfire angles. And to make matters worse as well, just the one flashbang alongside the 3 of them. They got that P250, which can rip and take a couple of heads clean off at range, but the CTs are playing this one so disciplined as Boomich and Perfecto both peek up simultaneously, shutting down players. There is one in return from the T's. Make that a second as well from OG, but Electronic... So Cloud9, I mean, firm favourites to get this round done with no casualties. I'd be quite amazed if OG pick up 1 or 2 kills here.
It would be surprising. So they're able to really get a lot done with these Glocks. You feel like they're probably just going into the abattoir, which is the A bomb site right now. Fed straight into the meat grinder and mostly turned to pulp. Hobbit farming A site, see if he can lurk a backstab in the middle of the night. Meanwhile, elevated position for Perfecto. Gets away with 2 off the back of the support of Boomich there. So they've really brought the hammer down on the B take. Heavy God's lurk does not pay off. Falls short as Axar will spot him. And Regali with the AK now, heart beating, looking to try and contest for this one, but it's not looking good for them. You might get the bomb down, but that's all you're going to lay claim to into the round, as OG fall short again and lose out on their first buy. Cloud9 moving up to 3 rounds on the spin here, especially when it's the odd Tech9 thrown into the mix, mate. Ooh, this could be perfect as well. They're baiting in Hobbit, fishing for frags, and they get 1. Quick trades back though, as Boomich absolutely batters them and denies these pistols getting into close angles where they'd be at their most lethal, leaving it all down to Heavy God, the man himself. Potential to grab a Galil, maybe swing with a weapon, but sticks to his D, clearing the back of the bomb site. Boomich is low, looks out towards Ruin side, gets contact onto Perfecto as well, but you're surrounded. Even finding more than a frag here looks unlikely for him, but he's just hoping he can get away and maybe deal a bit of damage on the exit. Grabs the Galil and looks for the repeak as well, Vince. Knows that his days are numbered and wants to go down before the time. They're not making it easy for him to get anything on this sinking ship.
Yeah, down he goes. Valiant attempts, but only Keto with the kill. And
wide swings. Talking of aggression, hello. Hobbit goes walking up, puts the barrel in the belly of Heavy God with a vintage JW maneuver to control apartments early and silences the man. There is a quick trade though. The brains of the operation for C9 has been severed. Boomich is down. And the T's are starting to bubble to a boil at top banana. They've got a smoke providing them some protection here. Nades to play with, but Perfecto opts to push slightly further ahead, looking to draw the attention while Electronic swings from the back, Vince. And this is looking rough for the T's now.
It certainly is. They've got the real estate. They've managed to brute force their way onto the site by and large, but it's a great cost. And now the player advantage is going to swing into effect as the guillotine comes down and the T's get sliced and diced. Fiku, last man standing up against 3. He is healthy, does have time and control over the bomb. Now, surely it would be madness for him to rotate back through middle, so he's going to stand his ground. He's going to say to the CTs, come and get me. Problem is, eventually that time is going to start working against him. As they do peek out, but Fiku can only muster up the strength for 1 more, and that won't be good enough.
Just outnumbered. You can't clear these angles too proficiently. Ooh, they try and just bombard their way around quad onto a little bit of a light investment, a quasi-buy if you will. They go barreling round, bit of damage done, Axile taken out of commission. But again, you're whittled down to just 2. A duo, 1 man sporting the deagle. That'll be Keto, but he's now fully dead. And it's just Regali with a Tech9 making his move up banana. So Cloud9 again, even if they go down another man into this round, Vince, at most you're sporting 2 casualties. It looks like it should be pretty clean for them. And they're going to be able to build a bit of bank off the back of this. So not only are they winning rounds here, but they're also finding themselves a place to secure their economy. This is looking like a scary start into the closed qualifier for them.
Yeah, like I never want to be the guy that's kind of saying this game is already over, but the nature in which OG are
players towards the A site, 3 of them commanding respect on brackets. And in the Battle of the Orpas, Regali is second best, slain by Hobbit, who can back off, now leading them into Boomich, clean with the electronics nade as well, blowing them out of the water vents. It's all going wrong for OG.
Yeah, I mean, oh, this is just an absolute drumming, isn't it? There's nothing you look at for OG here and you think it's a shining light. It's something they can build off. You know, we were talking about Heavy God being one of those players. It's performed fantastically in the open qualifier segment of these RMR qualies, and he's on 1 kill. It's not very much hold on to more utility late round. In this one, they've called the economic situation perfectly. They threw their grenades down early and stalled OG wherever they could. There could be some problems for Hobbit, though, as multiple teams have managed to get their way around on CT's side, but a beautiful spray from that man Electronic once again to get 2. It shows he is mortal after all, as he falls on his sword and dies for his first time, but he's 13-1 and will be able to just chill, sit back in his chair and watch his teammates take that 8-0. Good flash, decent follow-up damage from Nexius with the wide swing.
Hitting their shots, feed the hot hand. A lot of the players on this team feel like they fuel themselves with confidence when they start having a good game. We've seen some of the things Nexius can do in the past. Heavy God, similar sort of situation, but here it starts off in a worst case scenario. Cloud9 use their confidence to barrel their way down second mid. They take 2 picks for free, no trade back, just mere damage. At least Regali is able to answer as he strikes against Axile, equalizing the situation somewhat. You're still outnumbered, but maybe there's a possibility. He's got the bomb on his back, still lurking down towards T-spawn at this point. Meanwhile, Nexius, he was playing on the off angle inside of the cubby. Looked like he was playing anti-flash, waiting to see if maybe they'd walk by. But he peeks out dry on his own, Vince. Gives up another body, gives up another life for the side. And now OG are down to just 2. And Keto, he's sub 50 HP as well. All of these angles are going to be covered. I just don't know what they can do in this situation.
Yeah, there really isn't much, is there? I mean, you're hoping that Regali or Keto are going to completely pop off. My feed has frozen, Jack. You might need to take over here, mate.
Okay, well, it's just Keto. Unfortunately for him, Regali was struck down by the scope holding the angle. Keto's clear in the back of the bomb site. Bit of a 1v2 setup. He just peeks CT and hits the brick off the first, so Boomich is down, cleaving his way around as well. Smokes out Hobbit. Hobbit trapped behind the smoke, walking in with a USP. Looks like he's actually got the brains about him on this one. Finds the back turns, absolutely annihilates Keto with a simple shot, jumps on the defuse, and that's a 9th.
Has managed to hit even close to double digits. Meanwhile, Electronics 14, Hobbit's 10. You got Perfecto on 9. They're trying to take some apps control, but the spray is good from Heavy God as he takes 1. Nearly gets traded out, but he's going to be dealing so much damage here, Perfecto, with his own couple of kills, leaving it on Fiku. Spray down is good.
Wait a minute, have we time traveled?
Have we just gone back to 4-0? Hold on.
Something weird's happened here, right? I think. We were definitely ahead, and now we are back. We've gone back in time. I did think something a bit odd had happened.
They won a round.
We did get a second
coming up. Oh, Nexus is down. Oh, you hate to see it.
A little bit of a comeback. They're going to need a whole lot more than 2 rounds at the end of the half, I tell you that. So it's got to be good going into the second half on this one. Last round of the first half here, though. Let's see what we've got in store. Boomich just battling them at Banana.
Yeah, how they wish it was MR 15 now. How they wish that they could also teleport back in time. Heavy God and Regali are last 2 players standing. Getting some weird lag here. I don't know if that's just me or not.
No, I've had a bit of a freeze.
What is going on, mate?
Okay, it didn't go back in time. We're okay. We haven't time traveled. It feels like, what's it, Vince? You know, Flash Gordon. Or is it Quantum Leap? The one where he's like, I just hope that...
Groundhog Day. They have to go back over and over again until they get it perfectly done. However, Heavy God is laid in wait with his M4. There's going to be 4 players jumping out. I've no idea how many of them he's killed. That position probably doesn't lend itself to too many frags. He's got 1, and it's a done. However, Hobbit is low HP, and Boomich is still in the pit, so I doubt he's going to be able to traverse back onto the site with just a Glock in hand. But this still frame is beautiful, showing the CS2 updated graphics, though he's a dead man. Saj. F's in chat for Boomich, please, guys.
Might have to send some sort of technician round, maybe some sort of, you know, IT specialist. Maybe we get a little bit of gameplay here. Next CS and Heavy God about a frag apiece. Boomich, he set fire to Heavy God. He's gone, burnt alive. Hobbit's trying his best to deal damage through the box. Okay, Vince, we're actually getting a few seconds of gameplay here. Maybe we're Barack, it could be big. It's all on the Famous though, as Regali strikes, and it's gone again.
And it's gone again. We did get like 10 seconds uninterrupted though, so you know, count our blessings.
That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, and now Perfecto's got to try and clutch with 15 seconds, and he does have full HP, but that Regali position with Keto does look like it's probably untenable. He actually got the first kill. 7 seconds left, trying to draw the player out into the open. He's gonna have to go for the full-on plant right now, and he's decided to go for the kill, and he's ran out of time. He's running out of life. And OG. Yes. I love how we're trying to paint every possible optimistic element of the demo / playcasting just being absolutely balked. You know, 1-for-1 is really not bad for Cloud9. That grenade could actually blow over the M4 towards them, but it doesn't look like it has. And more importantly, the bomb is actually dropped in that alcove as well. So when you consider there's a smoke coming down, I don't think this is looking good for Cloud9. We saw that OG had a really shocking T side, maybe a lack of IGLing and sort of strats in play. One thing being on CG side does afford you the luxury of, though, is being more reactive rather than proactive. So maybe this is where we'll see OG.
I have a weird talent, Vince. I don't know why. Damp can attest to this. For some reason, any media, no matter what it is, you know, movies, films, even from the smallest snippets of someone talking, you know, it might be like a character that's just like a background character who says one line. From their voice alone, I'm able to deter who it is almost immediately. You know, like if you're watching something, I'm like, that's the guy from Invader Zim. The second I hear him talk. I don't know why. I'm just really good at it. I have a pretty high success rate of very obscure characters every time I hear even a single line.
Yeah, I've kind of got something similar, but it's with music. Say that, have a lag spike.
How's your smoothness today? Oh, mate, that's bad. Right, round 18, minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see. Maybe we're overloading it with, you know, the amount of words we're saying here. Let's try and give it a bit more of a minimalist cast on this one. We'll really whittle it down, all right, Vince? We won't send too much data through the airwaves. So, 4v4, control taken, time ticking, Heavy God, SMG, smoke.
OG, screwed.
Cloud9, smiling. Mood, happy.
Time, 50 seconds.
Fiku, Molotov. Banana, hot.
Banana hot.
Oh, mate. What's happening? What's going on here? Surely not. Surely this is a one-off issue. This can't keep happening. There you go. Fiku. I can't even finish it.
Even the minimalist isn't working.
Oh, mate, what do we do? Oh.
Well, I think this round's probably going to end in a Cloud9 victory, right? They got the bomb down in time. Yeah, that should be it. 3v2. I mean, Electronic's low, but can they feasibly get in with this crossfire? I really don't think it's going to happen. Nah, it's looking like it's a done deal. It's a GG, no re. It's a 13-5 to Cloud9, barring a Heavy God clutch for the ages. And he doesn't have a kit. He has no nades. It's looking like the 13-5 is about to get posted up, and Cloud9 will make one giant step towards the RMRs. A lot of people expect them to go the distance. Well, they made OG look pretty ordinary in that first half, especially.